Let's take a look at the two different types of testing steps that we can add under the report testing category. Now, the first one is regression test different reports, and I'm going to add this one to my new testing pipeline by clicking plus, and you can see this step has been added to my pipeline. Now, all I have to do to configure this test is select one report to compare with another. And so what this test is going to do is take a look at this report. It's going to take a snapshot of this report and compare it with the snapshot of this report. Now, once we've actually run this test, we're going to get a report that I'm going to show you in just a few seconds here that will highlight any differences between the two. Now, once we've run this test, as promised, we can get a report on it. And in that report, we can see a status of whether it passed or failed. In this case, it failed because a difference was detected between the two reports that we selected. We can see what those differences were by clicking on See Details right here. And we're going to get a side-by-side comparison here of this is the first report that I selected versus the second. And the differences are highlighted in red here on this second report. Now, the second type of testing step that's available under the report testing category is regression test same report. And I'm going to click plus to add it to my pipeline here. You can see the step has been added right here. Now, this is a very similar step to the previous one I just showed you, but the difference is I'm going to select a single report here. And every time I run this test, it's going to compare this report, the snapshot of this report, against the previous snapshot of that same report that was taken. So I'm going to see any differences in the current version of this report versus the prior version the last time the test was run. I'm going to click Save. Now, every time we run this test, we can get a report on it that tells us whether the test failed or succeeded. In this case, it succeeded because the current version of the report that we just tested was 100% similar to the previous. If I click on See Details here, I can get confirmation that there's no red marks here on the right-hand version of the report, and that's because this is identical, this current version of the report, to the previous version of it the last time the test was run.